Howdy everybody, Todd here from Great Escape Farms. Today I'm going to do a quick video update on my sheet mulch garden. So as you can see, it is quite overgrown here, and that's because it's been somewhat neglected recently. So I did put, as many people had pointed out, I put mint in here and it kind of overtook. I also put, this is a yellow raspberry right here, and it kind of spread out and went a little further than I figured it would, so I'm going to dig some of that up. My plan is to take all of the mulch out here and do an update on the sheet mulch itself. So what I'm going to do with that is dig up what I want, weed around different things and figure out what I'm going to keep and then what I'm not going to keep. And I'm going to try to dig up as much mint as I can and kind of move that to an area I don't really care about too much. I'm going to take these bags of leaves here. I also have some cardboard saved up, and I had a tree trimming company drop off a couple loads of trees, and I'm gonna go ahead and basically put the cardboard down, and then I'm gonna put the leaves on top, and then I'm gonna put mulch on top of that, so I keep things alive that I want to keep and kind of kill out the other things. So I have all kinds of, actually these are gonna seed and drop some seeds here. Those are some leeks, and got the trifoliate orange back there, and I have a sand cherry right there in full bloom. And also, let me show you these blooms here. See some pretty little blooms on my honeyberry bush here, and I put in a whole bunch of blueberries last year, so this is going to turn into more of a blueberry patch than anything else, but I'm going to leave some of the other stuff that is here. Okay, we are a week in since the first part of the video, and I spent that day weeding back here, and I weeded within an inch of the soil, and you can see stuff has already grown back up just in 1 week. So instead of weeding everything in this patch and then put sheet mulching over top of it, what I'm gonna have to do really is do sections here. So I moved the recyclables back in the corner there, so as I'm weeding I'll be adding to that green and brown and try to make a good compost pile back there. And I'm probably going to do this section right here. Again, I'm going to put cardboard down. Actually, let me show you the cardboard. I just brought that over. So the grasses, I am going to leave 4 or 5 inches the way they were. The cardboard will go ahead and squash those down. Any perennial plants or vines or anything that's going to be tough, I'll have to get those, as much of those out as I can. So the cardboard here, I will go ahead and take a hose and wet all sides of it. I still have a couple in here that have plastic tape on it, so anything that's plastic or won't just break down in the soil, I want to get that off. So worms absolutely love cardboard, so they will eat that, and they'll come up on top of the cardboard. I have bags of leaves here that I've been acquiring for a while, so I will put leaves on top of that, and then I have piles of chips, and I'll show you those in a minute. Okay, these are the piles of chips slash mulch that I had dropped off. So we found some tree trimmers that were in the area, and we just went ahead and asked them to drop it off here. They usually have to pay to drop this off at a dump or something like that. So they're more than happy to give homeowners mulch. And I'm kind of rural, so it's difficult for me to get some, but if you're in a suburban area, there's actually a website, and I think it's called chipdrop.co, and I'll put the link in the show notes, but you can actually sign up and have tree trimmers drop off chips in your yard. So I'll include that. You can check that out. It doesn't work in rural areas, but it does seem to work in suburban areas. So we're at the beginning of day 3 on this project. I'm only putting about an hour or 2 in before work each morning. And I did get this corner weeded with the tough weeds again, and got some cardboard put down. Well, I put the water on the cardboard, and I took off any tape and staples or anything that would cause issues, and then I put leaves on top. And today my priority has got to be getting mulch on top of this. So the reason for that is so the leaves don't blow around, and for the next 2 days they're calling for thunder showers in the afternoon, which normally we don't get this time of year. So first thing I'm going to do this morning is weed this path here just so I'm not grinding stuff down and making it more difficult to weed. And there's a couple things in here I want to transplant, the raspberry bushes and some other good plants there. So I'll transplant them to pots, weed a good section here, and that will allow me to bring mulch in and just cover up the leaves here so that the leaves don't go blowing away on me. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly what week we're in right now, but my daughter has been working weeding out here. Over here on this side, we have gone ahead and weeded around the backside there, all along in here, and I'm up to this point, and I'm hoping between my daughter and I that we can get this section right here done and then get leaves on it and cardboard and then put the mulch down, because we have a week of rain coming at us. It'd be the perfect time to go ahead and get that done. Okay, so obviously quite the different view here from the first clips that I showed you here. So we're still in fall, we're mid-December, very quickly approaching winter time. And we completed the sheet mulch, we ended up digging all of the mint out, and we still have some of it popping up, but it's not too bad. Still need to move some of the raspberries here. We had some peppers over here, annuals and things, and we had some other annuals over here. So everything was sheet mulched. We still have a couple of little weeds and things popping up here, as is to be expected, but a lot of perennials in here as well. And we are going to be coming back through in the next probably month or so, so beginning of 2021, and we're gonna re-sheet mulch everything. So what I'm gonna do is I have a source for free horse manure, and we're gonna put some of that down, and then we're gonna put some leaves, and as you can see in the back there, all the leaves have fallen off the trees, so we'll just recover some of those, put those down. And I just had some tree trimmers here cleaning up the road area, so I got the wood chips, so we'll add another row of wood chips here. And it is absolutely unbelievable how quickly the worms work through here, but we had quite a bit here. Let me see if I can dig this up, but this is just some of the richest, most wonderful soil in all the world. So we are going to grow the heck out of stuff this next year, and by adding another layer on and letting the worms and bacteria and everything work over the fall and winter time, will just make this an absolute abundant place. We're going to grow in absolute abundance and have tons of food for this next year. So this wraps up the 2020 sheet mulch update, and we'll start another one in 2021 and show you how it goes.